Long ago, Bowser's obsession with power and Princess Peach drove him to a forbidden realm beneath his darkest castle, a place whispered of in Koopa legends, where dreams and shadows intertwine. There, he kept a cursed flame set to grant dominion over the mind itself. As he entered the cavernous room, lined with cracked mirrors and glowing obsidian runes, the mirrors showed twisted reflections, Peach screaming, Mario burning, kingdoms crumbling. Bowser reaches out to the cursed flame. His scales blister and crack. His shell begins to glow from within. He screams in both agony and triumph, his claws elongate, tipped with glowing blades. The mirrors around him shatter, releasing ghostly whispers that swirl into him, binding his soul to the nightmare realm. Burn with us. Feed on fear. Rule the dream. Bowser looks around, his body warped, scarred, dripping molten light. He flexes his claws. He laughs, a deep, echoing mockery, and the dreamscape trembles.
Run to your beds, little heroes. Close your eyes. I'll be waiting.
Bowser vowed to rule sleep itself. The curse had bound Bowser to the Dream Realm, where he found new power, the ability to crawl into the dreams of his enemies, to twist their hopes into fears, their laughter into screams. Now, when the Mushroom Kingdom closes its eyes, the world grows cold. Whispers echo in the dark, and if you hear cruel laughter between the flames of your nightmares, it is already too late, for the Nightmare King has found you.
Welcome to Wonderland, Alice.
Well, welcome back. It seems you found your way back to my channel, where I make something with my hands. And today I'm going to be making Bowser mashed up with Freddy Krueger. Why? Because I can. Why not? Aw, crap. I better take it easy drilling this hole. Shut up, that wasn't meant that way. This time I'm going to be using a really thick gauge wire. I forgot the gauge on it. It's just really heavy and kind of a pain in the ass to work with. Well, here's your basic structure. Great job. Don't forget to put his tail on, because if you do, it's probably going to be a pain in the ass to put it on later. It's a good thing you thought of that now. Time to get to work on that hand. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, like always, but yeah, it's coming along. That's kind of what it looks like, right? Yeah, looking good. Oh crap, it's a Terminator hand. And now I'm just working on his face, trying to get the facial features in a certain order, working on his jowls and his mouth, and yeah, now I'm putting clay there and smooshing it in. There we go. Now it's time for his shell. Remember that thing in the last video where I was like, hey, do all the turtles in the Mario universe have this thing on the outside of their shell? No? Alright, well, whatever then. On to the ball bearings. Yep, still got plenty of those. I guess I'll use them for his eyes. Maybe it'll look good. Or not. Well, let's just see what we're working with here. I'm not sure if I really like the old beady eye thing, so I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to just put in a big old blob of clay. Maybe that'll look better. Yeah, it kind of does. I think I'm going to go with that one. Just gouge out the other eye. Put some more clay there, yeah. Looking good. You probably thought I forgot about his horns. I didn't. Maybe right about now you're thinking, hey, how come you didn't just make his teeth and bake them separately along with his tongue and then just put that in later? Wouldn't that be easier? Yeah, probably, but I didn't.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, so Just put the tongue in there and add a little bit of more detail, and yeah, there you go. Now we're going to put his eyebrows on. I mean, considering I'm going to have to make his hat out of that clay and the rest of this foil, you're probably not going to see his eyebrows anyways, but oh well. There. Now he's got a neat little hat. And I had to use a different type of clay because I'm almost running out of the Sculpey medium. But there it is. All done. Now I'm going to make his blades for his hand. Instead of going for like thin blades, I decided to make some big old monster claws. Cause I can. Yeah, doesn't that look cool? I think so. Let me know if you think it looks pretty cool in the comments. Or don't. Nobody ever does. Somebody out there likes this sound. Rawr! I'm Wolverine, bub. Anyway, we're gonna put those spiky bands on his arm. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wrap some clay around there and kind of make it look like an armband, and then we're gonna put the little spikies on there. Boop, 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 boop. The rest of my clay is really brittle. I hate the situation I'm in. So what I'm going to have to do is chop up this Sculpey Firm that I have lying around, and then I'm going to have to mix it up with this clay softener, and then I got to let it sit overnight. I mean, it works. And 24 hours later, here we are. Oh, God.
Ew, nasty.
Okay, well, regardless, the clay softener worked. Now I can work with it. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, now just secure those big old spikies on his shell. You know, so they don't fall off. There you go. Yeah, so the blades are too big, which means they're too heavy. And I forgot to kind of put some sort of thing in place so I could attach them. So I kind of just used UV resin to glue them in place.
That's pretty neat.
All right, time to cover this part in clay. Hey, get out of the shot, idiot! Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of works. I'll just cover it up, and yeah, they kind of look like fingers, right? Sure. Of course they do, because I'm a professional. Oh, hey, it's Reiki McRakeface. Let's soften those edges. So those plates on his shell look a little, I don't know, shallow. So I'm just kind of beefing them up. The more I look at these scales on his legs, the more it grosses me out. Here's a cool inside the oven shot. Look at me trying to get all fancy and artsy. All right, there he is out of the oven, all cured and ready for the paint job. And to be honest, I thought it was going to crack in a few places, but it didn't. It came out pretty good.
Oh, would you look at this?
All right, he's all primed and ready. Now I gotta do that thing that I hate, and you all know what it is. Well, here we go. Green on white. I think I had to put maybe 3 coats of green on this one, whereas Yoshi was only like 4. So I guess that made this one quicker. Even though I hate painting, I know somebody out there likes watching stuff like this. Oh, by the way, I broke off one of his fingernails. Nothing irritates me more than when I'm working on something and then I break it. But even though sometimes these things happen, there's always a solution. Anyway, you're probably sick of hearing me talk, so I'll just put some music on. Did you like that? I hope so. That little song was called Video Game Blockbuster. It's on a website called freepd.com. It's got a whole bunch of uncopyrighted music that you can use. That song was in the cinematic category. Anyway, I didn't know what other color to paint his spikies, so I just figured what if they were metallic? Seemed like a good idea at the time. And then I figured I would try to paint what looked like lava or fire inside of his shell, in between the plates like that. I've seen some videos of people who can paint fire really well, but as you can see, I can't. But I tried.
I'll go right into the titanium white with a 1-inch brush.
As you can tell, I'm not really the greatest painter, and sometimes I go a little crazy with it because I don't know what I'm doing. Painting with the white is one of the little tricks I saw those little fire painters use. Does it work?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Sure, I think it works. I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm going to use some UV resin and put that on his eyes to make them look like they're wet, because that makes it look more alive. Wouldn't you agree? If you do, you should let me know down in the comments. Now let's make his tongue look all slimy and gross, because why wouldn't it be? Well, that about does it. I think it's time for his close-up.
Wow. What a beaut.
Well, we made it to the end. Thanks for stopping by and watching me make something that most people don't really care about. But if you think I've earned it and you made it this far, maybe subscribe or give me a like or put a comment in the comments section.